Hi, my name is Alexa Mangus, and this is my diction project. The main goal of this project is to develop and improve a student's use of fricative consonants, focusing mainly on the S's and Z's. And this is my student, my sister,
Talia Ovard.
Yes, and so today we're going to learn about fricative consonants. So, Talia, what do you think a fricative consonant is? Do you have any idea?
I don't have any idea what a fricative consonant is.
Not a vowel, a consonant. So you know what a consonant is, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's not a vowel. Okay, just making sure you have that distinction. Okay, so a fricative consonant is one that uses two parts of your mouth to form and say the consonant clearly. So, okay, so S and Z are two examples of fricative consonants. So, the two parts that S and Z use are your tongue, and another part is called the alveolar ridge, and that's the ridge right behind the bottom, your bottom teeth.
Can I see?
It's right there.
I want to see.
Oh, you just have to feel it in your own mouth.
Well, I don't know where to feel if I don't know where it is.
Right here.
Right here?
Uh-huh. Right there. That's called your alveolar ridge.
Okay.
You feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just for fun, say S. Well,
S.
Okay, don't say S. Make an S sound. Okay, so do you feel your tongue hitting that ridge? Mm-hmm. Okay, now make a Z sound. Okay, so can you tell me how those two sounds different?
With the Z, it kind of like vibrates, like a buzzing sound.
Right,
Ah.
You got it. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so no, that's perfect because, okay, the technical term for the difference is voiced and unvoiced. So you can probably guess that voiced is when your vocal cords vibrate when you make it. So a Z is voiced because you're going zzz, and you can actually touch your throat. You can feel it vibrating. Okay, now do an S. Okay, nothing happens right there, right? It doesn't vibrate. So S is unvoiced because your vocal cords don't vibrate. Okay, so now you know the difference between S and Z. Okay, now we're going to do a little quiz that I made up right here. And Talia is going to tell me the answers to this matching quiz. So the first one is voiced. What's the definition of voiced? So look on this side of the paper and tell me which is the definition of voiced. A voiced consonant. When your vocal cords when they do vibrate. Right. Good job. Okay, now what's a lingual articulator? Did we go over that? We didn't. Okay, a lingual articulator means you're using your tongue to form the consonant. So, like, L uses your tongue. You're using your tongue to form the consonant. So, based on these definitions, which is the best one for lingual articulator?
I'm not very good at matching quizzes.
Okay, so lingual articulator involves what part of your mouth?
Your tongue forming the letter.
Right, so that would be number 4, tongue. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, and then alveolar articulator, remember we called that ridge behind your bottom teeth the alveolar ridge? Mm-hmm. So the alveolar articulator involves which part of your mouth?
The ridge, like your tongue touching the ridge of it?
Behind your bottom teeth, right? Mm-hmm. So which one of these?
Number 3, tongue touches gum ridge behind bottom teeth.
Good job. Okay, and then now we have D, fricative consonant. What's a fricative consonant? Do you remember?
A fricative consonant is a letter. A letter that requires friction between
Good job.
something being done.
Sorry. Okay, so a fricative consonant means just that it uses friction. Fricative and friction. You see how the two terms are related? So the friction happens between the two articulators, your tongue and the ridge in your mouth. Hi, Marvin.
You're going to play toy.
Okay. Ouch. Okay, so a fricative consonant is a letter or a consonant that requires friction between two articulators in order to be produced. Okay, so the last question on this matching quiz is, what is an unvoiced consonant?
Of when your vocal cords don't vibrate.
Right, good job. So, just another question. Which one is voiced, S or Z?
Z.
Because why?
Because it vibrates when you say it.
What vibrates?
Your throat.
Your
vocal cords.
Your vocal cords inside your throat vibrate. Okay, and then what's unvoiced, S or Z?
S. Because your vocal cords don't vibrate.
Good job. Okay, so now that Talia has all of the terms down and mastered, now we're going to do some fun tongue twisters, starting with a couple that involve the consonant S.
Stupid superstition.
Okay, now say it 3 times fast.
Stupid superstition.
Okay, and what are you noticing? Are your vocal cords vibrating or not?
They're not.
Because why?
Because it's an unvoiced
fricative
consonant.
Right? Good job. Okay, now we'll do one more. Sorry, Talia's cat likes to play. Okay. Okay, now we're just going to do one more with S, and then we'll move on to Z's. Okay, now pick that one or that one.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll do this one.
7 slick, slimy snakes slowly sliding southward.
Okay, say it 3 times fast.
7 slick, slimy snakes slowly sliding southward. 7 slick, slimy snakes slowly sliding southward. 7 slick, slimy snakes slowly sliding southward.
Good job. So now, based on those tongue twisters, are you able to better enunciate your S's?
If I go slow, if I try and say it fast.
But with practice, you could do it.
Yes, I could.
Okay. So now, we're going to do all of these. Okay, and this tongue twister set involves S's and Z's combined in the phrase. So Talia's going to say all 6 of them in a row, and she's just going to go ahead and try to do that.
She sells seashells by the seashore. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she sits, she shines, and where she shines, she sits. Denise sees the fleece. Denise sees the fleas. At least Denise could sneeze and feed and freeze the fleas. Scissors sizzle, thistle sizzle. This is a 6th zebra snoozing soundly. This is a zither.
Okay, I want you to do one of these one more time, and this time I want you to make it very clear which consonant you're saying, S or Z. So I want you to do the one about Denise.
Denise sees the fleece. Denise sees the fleas. At least Denise could sneeze and feed and freeze the fleas.
Okay, I like that one especially because you'll notice if it makes a big difference whether you say an S or a Z, especially with the words fleece and fleas, because they're 2 different words, but if you don't say it clearly, your S's and Z's, then you're going to mix up the words. So say it one more time so we can make sure you have it down.
Okay. Denise sees the fleece. Denise sees the fleas. At least Denise could sneeze and feed and freeze the fleas.
Okay. And for freeze, we want to make sure that your vocal cords are vibrating and that your tongue is hitting that ridge behind your mouth. So say freeze and then say freeze.
Freeze, fleece, freeze.
Yeah, I just want you to hear the difference between the S and the Z.
It doesn't vibrate. Freeze
And
freeze.
So they're two completely different things, but you have to make sure that Z's are pronounced one way and S's are pronounced a different way. Okay, so now I'm going to just ask you one more time, just some random review questions. Okay, can you describe to me what a fricative consonant is?
When your vocal cords vibrate.
Now that would be...
When the tongue touches the ridge of your tongue?
Yeah, because it involves two different
articulators. Your tongue
forming friction.
The tongue and the ridge behind your teeth on the bottom.
And what is that ridge called?
The
It starts with an A.
The
alveolar ridge. That's the alveolar ridge. So the articulator is called the alveolar articulator.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's combined with the lingual articulator, which is your tongue, it forms friction, and then you make either S or Z with that.
Okay.
And then what's the main difference between S and the Z?
When you say the S, your vocal cords don't vibrate.
Right.
And when you say or make a Z sound, your vocal cords do vibrate.
Right, and that's the only difference. The other things that are used to form an S and Z are exactly the same. They use the same two articulators. They're both a fricative consonant, but the only difference is that one uses the vibration of your vocal cords and the other one doesn't. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think you've done very good today. Have you learned something?
I have, indeed.
Thank you so much for your time.